Hi, my name is Christine Hahn, and I'll be your science teacher. I'm going to show you a little bit of how the course is set up and also our orientation assignment. So when you log into your homepage, you might see some of your courses, and you'll also see an area where you can link your Google Workspace if you haven't already. So mine is already linked, but if you haven't, you'll go ahead and see something that says link to your Google Workspace account. So go ahead and click that, and then it will have you sign into a Gmail account. Make sure you choose your school Gmail account, and then you'll have to give it access to that Google Drive. And once you do that, you'll be able to see your Google Drive here, and I'll show you how you can submit your work if you want to submit through your Google Drive. So I'm going to go ahead and look at one of my classes. Now you might not be in biology, but a lot of them are set up the same way. So you'll first see an announcement slideshow, and I change this every week. So this one is for this week or the first week, and there'll be some instructions there for you to see. If you scroll down, you'll see the different blocks in the class, and each block is usually related to 1 week's worth of work. I'd like you all to do the Getting Started block first. So if we click on that, that should look like this. So when you click on it, I'm going to move myself over. When you click on one of the blocks, I will give you a little hint. Let me go back to, if you click on one of the blocks, there will be a part where you can kind of click on these 3 lines, and that will allow you to see everything that's in the block. So I recommend doing that so that you can see what you need to do and where the assignments are. So for this orientation, for this Getting Started block, there are some, there's going to be some information about me and the course syllabus. This will have my office hours, and then there'll be an orientation assignment. So this is similar in all the classes, so it will give you a slideshow that you need to fill in and materials if your class has materials needed. Not all of them do. And even if your class does have materials, you have it's optional. You will be given like a virtual lab or activity in case you don't have the materials. I'll also ask you to add Cami to your computer and Adobe Scan to your phone if you plan to scan any pictures or pages that you want to submit. And then there'll be a slide on how to submit work in Brightspace. So this is actually a slideshow that you need to kind of go through each slide. Here is a link to the slideshow where you'll share a little bit about yourself. Okay, and then actually you'll be submitting a screenshot of your slide in the orientation assignment. So when you get to this assignment, which we'll get to in a moment, you're going to go ahead and submit a screenshot. And here's the slideshow, and you'll just fill in one of the slides. This one is mine, but you'll fill in one of the slides that's blank, and then you'll just go ahead and do a screenshot. So for my computer, it's Command-Shift-4, and then I can screenshot that. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing I'd like you to do for the orientation assignment is to check if your class requires any materials, and of course these are also optional. And then I'd like you to check out Cami Editor. So if you don't have Cami Editor, it's a free extension for Google Chrome, so you can just Google it and you'll see this, something like this. And I already have it, so the option is to remove, but if you don't have Cami, you can just click add the extension. And then let's say you have an assignment. So I'm going to go to another block. This is block 1. And here is an assignment right here. I'm going to turn it in here, but here's my assignment. Let's say I don't have a computer to print this out, and I want to be able to fill this out online. So Cami Editor works really well for that. Sometimes I'll give you a Google Doc version where you can click on that, and that will just take you to a copy. So that's what this looks like, where there's a Google Doc and you can just go ahead and write on the Google Doc. But sometimes there is not a Google Doc option. And so what you'll need to do is you'll need to pop this out and it will open up a PDF. And the PDF will give you an option to open with Google Docs, which I don't want you to do because this way of opening one of these PDFs will change all the formatting and it'll be really weird. So if you want to use Google Docs, always just look for the link that I leave in the assignment. Otherwise, if there's no link, you want to use Cami. So if I click on Cami, and this is after I've added it to my computer, I will get to this page. I'm going to authorize it. Sometimes it'll ask you to sign in to your Google Drive, which I already did, or my Google account. So now I can just write on this assignment using Cami. I can click on the text box and then I can go ahead and start typing. Observations, okay? And I don't know why this, so I can just do that. And then I can click on the next one and fill in my answer. I'm going to go ahead and delete it. But once you do that, then you can also save it to anywhere or download it and you can submit it as a file. So I'll show you those options. So Cami is great. You can draw on it. There's some features where like you can't paste any screenshots there because that's not a free service, but all the rest are pretty, all of the things you need are free. The next thing on the orientation assignment that I want you to do is I would like you to add Adobe Scan to your phone, especially if you print anything out. So if you print anything out, sometimes what people do is they upload one page at a time and it's very time consuming, or they try and take a picture of many pages at once, which makes it really hard for me to read. So Adobe Scan or some sort of scanning app allows you to kind of keep taking a picture and the next page and a picture and the next page, and then it will put them all together in one PDF and then you can submit it together one time. So it'll just be one link even if it's 7 pages in that lab. It's great. It's a free app. You can watch this little 2-minute video that I made and I'll show you how I scan things using Adobe Scan. Okay, and then last but not least, if we go back to our orientation assignment, I think that's all. And then the last page is how to submit work. Okay, oops. So there should be a slide on how to submit work. And then when you're ready to submit, so for this orientation assignment, I'm asking you to put a screenshot of your slide. So that's going to be a screenshot that you've put on your computer. So you're going to go ahead and do upload and you're going to grab it from wherever it is on your desktop and you're going to add that. You could even drag it here and it will go. But let's say you've been working on something in your Google Drive, something like this. So now you can go to choose existing, and this is only if you've linked it, like I mentioned, and then you can select Google Drive. So once you select your Google Drive, then you can find it in that Google Drive, and hopefully you're in the same Google Drive as where you did the assignment. So you want to make sure you're always in like your school email. So if you scroll down, you'll find some of your recent documents that you worked on. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. I'm going to click on upload. And then you can see that I have it right here. And then I'm going to hit submit. That's really important too. I'm going to hit submit. And then it's submitted and I'll see it right there. And so that's how you submit your assignments. Of course, this is not what you want to submit for the orientation assignment, but I'm just giving an example of how to use that choose existing option. Okay, I think that's the main thing that I wanted to show you. as far as the orientation assignment, and then you can jump on to block 1. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you.